Dear students, welcome to Study and Learn Academy. I am Dr. Ganpat Nagda, and today we will start a new topic, that is National Education Policy 2020. Why in news? Recently, the Union Cabinet has approved the new National Education Policy 2020 with an aim to introduce several changes in the Indian education system from the school to college level. The National Education Policy 2020 aims at making India a global knowledge superpower. The Cabinet has also approved the renaming of the Ministry of Human Resource Development to the Ministry of Education. The National Education Policy provided by the Cabinet is only the third major revamp of the framework of education in India since independence. The two earlier education policies were brought in 1968 and 1986. Key points: school education. Universalization of education from preschool to secondary level with 100% gross enrollment ratio in school education by 2030. To bring 2 crore out of school children back into the mainstream through an open schooling system. The current 10+2 system to be replaced by the new 5+3+3+4 curricular structure corresponding to the ages 3 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14 and 14 to 18 years respectively. It will bring the uncovered age group of 3 to 6 years under a school curriculum which has been recognized globally as the crucial stage for development of mental faculties of a child. It will also have 12 years of schooling with 3 years of Anganwadi or preschooling. Class 10th and 12th board examination to be made easier to test core competencies rather than memorized facts, with all students allowed to take the exam twice. School governance is set a change with a new accreditation framework and an independent authority to regulate both public and private schools. Emphasis on fundamental literacy and numeracy, no rigid separation between academic streams, extracurricular, vocational streams in schools. Vocational education to start from class 6 with internship. Teaching up to at least grade 5th to be in mother tongue or regional language. No language will be imposed on any student. Assessment reforms with the 360-degree holistic progress card, tracking students' progress for achieving learning outcomes. A new and comprehensive national curriculum framework for teacher education 2021 will be formulated by the National Council for Teachers Education in consultation with the National Council of Education Research and Training. By 2030, the minimum degree qualification for teaching will be a 4 years integrated B.Ed degree. Higher education. Gross enrollment ratio in higher education to be raised to 50% by 2035. Also 3.5 crore seats to be added in higher education. The current gross enrollment ratio in higher education is 26.3%. Holistic undergraduate education with a flexible curriculum can be of 3 or 4 years with multiple exit options and appropriate certification within this period. MPhil will be discontinued and all the courses at undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD level will now be interdisciplinary. Academic bank of credits to be established to facilitate transfer of credits. Multidisciplinary education and research universities at par with IITs, IIMs to be set up as models of best multidisciplinary education of global standards in the country. The National Research Foundation will be created as an apex body for fostering a strong research culture and building research capacity across higher education. Higher Education Commission of India will be set up as a single umbrella body for the entire higher education, excluding medical and legal education. Public and private higher education institutions can be governed by the same set of norms for regulation, accreditation, and academic standards. Also, HECI will be having 4 independent verticals, namely National Higher Education Regulatory Council for regulation, General Education Council for standard setting, Higher Education Grants Council for funding, National Accreditation Council for accreditation. Affiliation of colleges is to be phased out in 15 years and a stage-wise mechanism to be established for granting graded autonomy to colleges. Over a period of time, every college is expected to develop into either an autonomous degrees granting college or a constituent college for university. Other changes: an autonomous body, the National Education Technology Forum, will be created to provide a platform for the free exchange of ideas on the use of technology to enhance learning, assessment, planning, administration. National Assessment Center (PARAK) has been created to assess the students. It also paves the way for foreign universities to set up campuses in India. It emphasizes setting up of a gender inclusion fund, special education zones for disadvantaged regions and groups. National for Pali, Persian and Prakrit Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation to be set up. It also aims to increase the public investment in the education sector to reach 6% of the GDP at the earliest. Currently, India spends around 4.6% of its total GDP on education. Education in India, constitutional provisions. Part 4 of the Indian Constitution, Article 45 and Article 39F of Directive Principles of State Policy has a provision for state-funded as well as equitable and accessible education. The 42nd Amendment of the Constitution in 1976 moved education from the state to the concurrent list. The various policies by the central government provides a broad spectrum and state governments are expected to follow it. But it is not mandatory. For instance, Tamil Nadu does not follow the 3-language formula prescribed by the first education policy in 1968. The 86th Amendment in 2002 made education an enforceable right under Article 21A. Related laws. Right to Education Act 2009 aims to provide primary education to all children aged 6 to 14 years and enforces education as a fundamental right. It also mandates 25% reservation for disadvantaged sections of the society where disadvantaged groups. Government initiatives: Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, Midday Meal Scheme, Navodaya Vidyalayas, Kendriya Vidyalayas, and use of IT in education are a result of National Education Policy of 1986. Way forward. A new education policy aims to facilitate an inclusive, participatory, and holistic approach which takes into consideration field experiences, empirical research, stakeholder feedback, as well as lessons learned from best practices. It is a progressive shift towards a more scientific approach to education. The prescribed structure will help to cater the ability of the child stages of cognition development as well as the social and physical awareness. If implemented in its true vision, the new structure can bring India at par with the leading countries of the world. Thanks for watching. This is all about the today's lecture. Thank you very much. Goodbye.